What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Schmoedown replay. We are your hosts, the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And he's doing that funny little awkward dance because this is our new show. This is our new Schmoedown hybrid of reaction and sports analysis and whatever the heck we feel like doing with this. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm doing the Riley dance from the beginning.
Doing the Riley dance from the beginning.
Because I like when Riley did that.
Yeah.
Eric, feel free to use this.
Someday in the future.
Someday, somehow, somewhere, you will see that again.
This is going to be a fun one tonight, guys, because we've got the singles tournament starting tomorrow, the ultimate Schmoedown. So we kind of wanted to run through the bracket real quick and highlight what we think is going to happen, at least in the first round here.
Singles tournaments tomorrow.
All right, Annie.
See, there is more singing.
Yeah. Sing more, not sing less.
Always. Yeah, the singles tournament starts tomorrow. This is going to be a lot of fun to see this. What?
Here I am trying to signal you, and you're going to call it out.
I'm not wearing headphones right now. Yes.
Guess we could use the private chat. I'm hearing myself. Would you please put on your headphones?
I can do that.
Be a professional.
Dang it.
No, this is going to be fun. I'm excited. I know to give them some props, I popped on over at a certain point of view and kind of ran through the singles bracket with them before. And I think we may have loosely talked about it in the tagline, which we do Tuesday nights, currently at 9 o'clock now that we're doing this show 4 nights a week coming up, which I guess we should also talk about that too. But yeah, so I've ran through this a couple times. You've ran through this once. We're going to do like an official, like, what is the Cinefanatics? What are they picking for their bracket now before we actually move into our first match tomorrow?
I just realized this entire time my shirt was inside out. Hold on, guys. I've been working out lately, so I wanted to show off. Of course, you can't see because this is black on black, and yeah.
Today's stream is sponsored by Nike.
It was sponsored by Nike. See, that was a 10-second little ad they could have had there. There's a taste of what you could have, Nike.
Yeah.
Imagine if you actually paid us money, it would have been on screen for another 10 seconds.
Pay us money, just do it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, so we're going on with the singles bracket here.
Oh yeah. So let's go ahead. Nice. Let's go ahead and bring it up. I think this is the one. Yep. I get the funny little stuff up here. I can't get that off screen. So
whatever. You're right. That stuff up there is absolutely hilarious. That is like Mark Ellis levels of hilarity.
Words have different meanings. You know what?
Kind of hilarity that I expect from the movie guys and the top of this image banner on your image window.
Let's do this. Let's have some fun here. All right. Well, I'm not going to zoom it in. Everybody can see. We can read. We're all good.
If not, we can explain it.
Yep. So we got the first match, actually, that is going to be happening tomorrow. And that is also, like, we'll break down kind of, because I know there's still some confusion out there for some people, some specific people, as far as how the play-ins with the current title situations happening in the singles is going. So I'll break that down too.
That's right. As reactors who have been doing this for over 2 years or so, we might have an answer as to how this works.
Yeah. So anyway, first match coming up tomorrow. We've got Andres Gallagher versus Adam Collins.
Was that the proper pronunciation?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Fantastic.
Anyway, who do we got winning this one?
Well, I mean, both of them are new, but they're both newbies this season. The thing is I'm not too familiar with Adam Collins. Maybe you know where he comes from, where he hails from, as far as bringing movie knowledge into this. No, that was actually a question. Sorry, it was badly worded.
Oh, you're asking me where he comes from?
Do you know where he comes from?
Oh, yes, he comes from the fan leagues.
Oh, okay. So fan leagues usually put up some really good players when they jump up to this tier level. And then you got Andres.
Before.
Yeah. And then you got Andres, which, as far as I know, didn't come from the fan leagues, unless I'm completely mistaken. But okay. But
no. Came from Nerdchronic's recommendation.
But he came based off of, Eric Nerdchronic Rodriguez's recommendation. I believe I've also, I can't remember if you have, but I believe I've also played against him a couple of times in a video chronic quiz or two. So my money is going to be on Andres.
That's the same. And to be clear, we are making a joint Cinefanatics bracket, so we're going to pretty much agree on all of these all the way through. Some that we don't, we might have a little quick discussion on because we only have so much time. But for the most part, this is going to be the official Cinefanatics bracket, and I do agree with you. I do believe it's Andres also, and that is from experience of seeing how good he is at those video chronic quizzes, and just one, writing some questions for that, and then two, knowing the answers to the questions he doesn't write. So,
yeah. But yeah, that's who I got for that play-in.
I wonder if I can. I wonder how this might take too much time. Can I do this? Can I do this? Yeah.
It's gonna look weird because you're gonna block. Yeah, see, you got the background blocked around it.
Blam.
That's okay. I'll show you how to do a professional one later.
Yeah, you can make up an official one later. This is just what we're gonna do for the video here.
Yeah. So
let's see. Yep, Leo Logan in the chat says, "I will say Adam Collins." Oh, ooh. Leo Logan might know more about Adam Collins than we do.
It's possible.
It's very possible. Anyway, next one. Well, I say that. Hold on a second, because that's a two-parter.
Yeah, because then that means we'd have him going against either Merle or Roka, whatever that weird sticky situation is. So
that we'll find out this weekend as far as who's going to be in the tournament. Is it going to be Ethan Irwin or Dan Merle? I believe that, and this is a side note, I believe that Dan Merle's going to retain and defend his belt. So I believe this slot will actually be Roka right here instead of Dan Merle, because Dan Merle will still have the belt. Which means we have Andres versus Roka on this one. I mean, do you go with the rookie blood, or do you go with the mainstay who's been a champion?
Here's the thing. My interaction with Andres so far has been very good. I really like the guy. He's proven some movie knowledge there. Mm-hmm. Roka's been in this ever since it started.
It's true. And you got to think about where Roka's coming off of that after that loss against Ethan, and he's going to be jumping in here now, and he's going to have a new fire to tear through this tournament. Assuming, of course, that, and again, we got to keep this in mind. We're assuming that Roka is deciding to enter the tournament, because it is up to him right now as to whether or not he wants to give up his spot for Sabrina or not. Last we heard, he's about 90 some odd something % certain he's going to be jumping in the tournament. So we're just going to go ahead and assume that he is going to be jumping in here. In that case, we got Roka versus Andres. We've experienced this in the past where we bet on the mainstay, the champion, the person who's been doing it longer over the rookie, just because it typically makes more sense to go with experience over rookie. And I think that I feel like you got to go with this one again. Not that Andres is not capable, because I mean anything can happen in the Schmoedown, and we've seen rookies come in and just tear through. But for someone like Roka, I think you gotta bet on the champion there. I mean, he's had the belt a few times, So maybe on this one we actually got Roka here.
Okay.
This is going to take forever if I try to do this.
Yeah.
let's not do this.
Can you just do like a text block and just type Roka real quick?
I don't know.
Click that text thing up there in the funny stuff.
In the funny stuff? This text block right here?
Or the other further to the left. Or
Oh, this one.
sorry,
This one right
to
here.
the left.
I don't know if this is any quicker. Roka.
It changed. Well, actually, the color is okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Honestly,
just
it looks more red in my actual window than it does in the StreamYard.
Yeah. So just so there's no confusion, we got Andres winning the play-in, but we've got Roka winning that whole three-way. Phrasing.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the next match here.
Lon Harris and Sabina Graves.
Let's also make sure we got to go with Roka. And Gar says, I've played versus Adam Collins in the fan leagues, and he's tough. I think he'll go farther than most expect to. And that's very possible.
That's fair.
Very possible. So
so some of these I know, I want to say that there's going to be some like good even matchups in this, and then some of these I think purely based off of past experience, I think this is kind of a blanket statement that on some of these there's the possibility that a lot of studying has happened and that skills have improved.
very true.
But just going based completely off of the previous time that we've seen these people, I feel like that's all we can judge them by. Point being, Lon Harris versus Sabina Graves, flat out, really don't need much discussion or thought on this. I'd go with Lon Harris. Based off of the last time we saw Sabina, she was still like partnered with, well, no, it was after she was partnered with Sean Gerber. Either way, Lon Harris, I would say, because he's definitely been a dominant force. No, not Tex. Tex is not the one winning this. It's
yes, that's fine. Yeah, I agree. I believe that Lon, based on what we've seen from Sabina before, again, she could study and jump in here super strong, but I believe Lon is the more experienced, has had more time and has had more opportunity to continually keep up his studying and his gameplay, his experience. So I think, yeah, I agree with you. This one is Lon.
Lord.
No, it's Lon.
So Leo saying Lon, Sabina may be rusty. What I'm saying is, please don't. I don't want this to sound mean, but Sabina's just rusty, not on her return, but when compared to Lon,
well, yeah, and keep in mind, I don't know. Like Sabina's only had a few matches before. I mean, I know she's played in teams, and I believe she came in and played during the Anarchy teams also.
She's also not working on Honest Trailers every week.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that has some play into. Okay, I can't move this. Oh. Look, guys, I'm learning how to mess with this photo thing at the same time too.
Yeah,
this is entertaining television.
This became a photo editing tutorial. Yeah, guys. So welcome to our YouTube channel where we do photo editing. Today we're going to teach you how to use it. Anyways, moving on. What, Brendan Meyer versus Alonzo Derald?
This one's hard. This one's rough.
Alonzo knows plenty, but
yeah.
Brendan's been doing a very good job. And Brendan's probably studying and working a lot with bibs. So I would say Brendan's probably very much approved. But like what I just said a second ago, based off of the last time we saw him play, I might give the edge to Brendan.
I would too. And one of the reasons why is look at the managers right now too. And in seasons past, this hasn't necessarily been as big of an issue, or not an issue, as big of a rhyme and reason to select and pick someone as it is this season. If you look in the past, there haven't been a whole lot. Well, first of all, not everybody was managed, so there's that. But this side of it, look at Brendan Meyer, and his manager is Coy. Coy is in this. Coy is dedicated, and I mean, look at how the Real Rejects have been doing. That's at least part of it is a testimony to how well Coy has been doing as a manager. That's something that I think is going to be heavily in Brendan Meyer's corner. On the flip side, let's look at the Burning Drugs where Alonzo is at, and there's been some flipping around with the management of that faction currently, and Ken isn't as hands-on of a manager as, say, as Coy. So in this situation, I think that management is really going to be key here, because you have two really strong competitors, and it's going to be a matter of how are they managed throughout the game. I think this one you've got to go Brendan on it.
Yeah, I agree. If you want to type up Brendan real quick.
Yep.
So while you do that, next one, Mark and Draco versus Matt Atchity. This is probably another one of those where, yeah, kind of the same thing. Like Atchity has had like almost about as much screen time as Alonzo, maybe a little bit more. And then Draco is very nice. The fine, young
tenderoni.
Why do I feel dirty saying it that way? I don't know why. This is for some reason.
That's on you. That's just on you.
But back to what I was saying. Back to my sentence. Mark and Draco has been playing this for years.
Decades and decades and decades.
Decades and decades. And
here's the thing. So is Atchity. Atchity's been around from like near the beginning also with Gray.
But that's what I was saying. Like maybe nowhere near as much as Draco. Maybe just a little bit more than what Alonzo Derald has been playing.
As far as like how many games they've played, yeah. I think Draco's played more games than Atchity has. And
Draco's got the skill, and Draco's held a belt before. He's got the edge, and Draco's got that one.
Yeah, I think it's definitely in Draco, and Draco does know the game a lot better. I mean, you've heard Christian say time and time again that Atchity still doesn't know the game, even after having played it so many times. I believe just as far as like strength, first of all, like Atchity is very knowledgeable, and with Sam Levine backing him, that is something you got to think about too. Proper management there again coming into play. But I think you got to go the android here, and Draco is just too strong. I don't see Mark losing that one.
Yeah, I don't either. So Draco for the win on that one. Moving on.
Yeah, guys. Andrakey. How did I hit the I instead of
Leave it. He's got a new name.
Andrakey.
Complete respect for the man, but
the good old Andrakey.
Vowels are interchangeable.
All right.
So we've got Chance Ellison versus David Del Rio. Some of this again for these first couple, I'm starting to notice a pattern. David Del Rio, not as much experience playing. Chance Ellison, we all know where Chance Ellison's at right now.
Yeah,
going with Chance. This is fairly simple. I would say Chance, no question.
I think we're still on that one. I think we're.
I love this. Here's your 5-pointer. I like multiple choice. Oh, love that.
And I think, like, honestly, we really didn't do a whole like deep dive on our own before doing this. We are just kind of we're gonna riff some of this and see if we both agree. But for the most part, I think on most of these we do typically agree on this. I mean, Chance's on fire right now too after that Inner Geekdom tournament. So
yeah,
and we haven't seen Del Rio play since honestly before last year's single tournament started. That was his last match, and we saw that one in studio. So I mean that was like what, July? So
yeah,
it's been over a year now.
Because that one played. Did that one play after my match? It was like the week or so after, I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As far as when it aired, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah, it was like somewhere around there. Like
that was David Del Rio versus Paul Preston.
Yeah, and they were fighting for the chance to see who entered into the singles tournament. So
yeah,
that was Preston's entry.
Okay, so next one. Oh God, I hate this one. I really hate this one.
Liz versus Rachel.
Liz Shannon Miller versus Rachel Silverstreet. Silverstreet is a friend of the show. We have hung out with Rachel multiple times. Absolutely adore this person.
Oh yeah,
she is so awesome.
This person that we call the Switchblade.
and that Christian calls the Switchblade as well now.
Now, yeah.
Liz Shannon Miller, though, I mean, again, came in based off of Ethan Irwin and Ethan Irwin's wife's recommendation. That's a mouthful. So she came in. She's done fairly well. She's definitely, I would say, the higher end, I guess, of mid-tier singles, with the possibility of breaking on through. Rachel, we have been saying, both Rachel and Janine the Machine, we were saying this is going to be their year to really break through and have a good, strong run at the belt, if not possibly even get the belt this year. Things happen, and we're not seeing the kind of singles run that we would expect to see this year. But this is a matchup that I feel like is going to be really hard, because I would say they're both fairly evenly matched. The only difference I would say is I would give Rachel maybe the slight edge, just because Rachel's been in the game much longer.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. I mean, again, we were talking about that Liz is recommended by Ethan and his wife. So there's that side of it. They know people who are good at this, but at the same time, I do believe that we're going to bring this up again. Competitors who have a fire underneath them. I believe Rachel has a fire underneath her, and as we've said from the start of this season, this is supposed to be Rachel's season. So I'm giving this one to Silvestrini also. I think she's going to edge out this time. I think she's ready. I think she's going to be in it and taking down Liz in this case. But it might be a close match.
Here's the thing I want to point out real quick. Can we discuss Friday's matches in here yet? What do you think?
Yeah.
I kind of want to say yes, but at the same time, I want to kind of like open it up to the chat real quick. So those of you in the chat who are watching, who are active in the chat right now, give us a yay or nay. I will try to decide, I guess, based off of what we get in the chat. I know this just because the issues from Friday with that match streaming on YouTube, some people may have not have been able to see like the teams match yet. I don't know. Most people are always spoiled on that anyways, but
I don't know. I mean,
y'all let us know in the chat real quick if y'all want to hear it. But
that's true. At the same time, I would make this probably easy and say let's just focus on the Ultimate Schmoedown singles tournament. And
I want to leave that in case like Garth has something to say in the chat, not necessarily pertaining to what we're talking about right now, but if they want to have like a little side chat conversation, you know how chat rooms work.
Yeah. If y'all are good with that in the chat, then go ahead and y'all can bring that up in the chat. I don't think we're gonna bring it up here on the main show. So.
Also, real quick, MovieFanobi with the $4.99 super chat. All this entry talk, 2 Adams enter, 1 Adam leaves. Adams versus Adams, looking forward to the tournament, was looking forward to Gallagher, but was butt bumped.
Oh, yeah, because that match is airing tomorrow now instead of tonight. But
so thank you, MovieFanobi, for the $4.99 super chat. Hey guys, if y'all have any other questions, make sure you can drop them in super chat or Streamlabs. We got the Streamlabs link that's way up there above his head. So if y'all want to drop in questions, that'd be cool. That's all I had to say about it.
Yeah, talk about the next match here. I'm gonna refresh this.
The next one, what we got? The Barbarian versus Whitney Cybold. Man. Whitney, unfortunately, is one of those that I feel like is like severely, constantly
He's cursed.
Looked over. Yeah, like
cursed.
That man has the movie knowledge. He definitely deserves to be here, but there just hasn't been a major breakthrough, and I don't know why. At some points, I say like some of this is the luck of the game, but I mean, you play the game as much as Whitney has. That luck has to be on your side at some point. So I don't know. But Barbarian has come into this very strong. He's very good. He's definitely a threat to the entire league. And the fact that Barbarian lost in IG when I thought he was still going to continue to press on.
Yeah.
That boy and his dead pet, whatever it is on his shoulder, Elvis, has got a vendetta against the Schmoedown and to definitely make a name for himself this season.
It's a minx, right?
I don't know.
And I'm just remembering the Muppet Christmas special. Oh, you got me a minx? Oh, yeah. No, it's Barbarian. I mean, you hear how much that Roka talks about how much he's like helping all of them study within the Finstock Exchange. He's going to be one to watch for holding a belt at some point. If it happens at the end of this tournament, that remains to be seen. But he's gonna be a man with a shiny piece of hardware on his shoulder, his other shoulder, here pretty soon. So we'll go with Barbarian.
So
yeah,
Craig the Barbarian. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Garth has also played him a couple of times on the Video Chronic quizzes.
Yeah, it's a ferret. It's definitely a ferret.
So this one's another play-in. We got James White versus Frank Moran.
Yep.
We've seen James White. What did we see James White in?
James White comes from the fan leagues also, and he got picked, I believe, in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to remember. I believe he got picked in the 6th round of the draft. So he was a pretty early pick, if not earlier than that. He was a pretty early pick for Burnett on the Droogs. So he is somebody that has had a lot of hype behind him going into this season, pre-pandemic. So that he's one to watch. I know he's traded over to the Den now, so it's going to be interesting to see, how he does with Kate and Grace behind him. Mm-hmm. I believe that those are actually going to be two really good managers for him coming from the fan leagues. He's already got the game knowledge. He knows a lot about the game, and so that's something that's going to be probably an advantage for him, as well as just being knowledgeable to begin with. Frank has come in and played in the free-for-all, and he's had a teams match with the new box office breakdown. So he has a little bit of experience coming into this thing, but
I feel like I've seen James in something though.
2nd round, there we go.
I know we've seen James White. He's been over on the Schmoebaits.
Yeah, he's done Schmoebaits a few times. So we've seen him pop in there. And coming from the fan leagues too.
I watched one James White match. He lost points with me when he didn't know Dirty Work was a revenge movie. I love it. As stupid as that movie is, I absolutely love it.
Yeah, this movie's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah. I believe that was actually directed by Bob Saget as well. So
yeah, that sounds right. So yeah, for that play-in match, man, I want
some trash talking here.
I do want to give it to James on this one. I say that trepidatiously because I don't think we've really seen Frank at his prime yet. And I think hopefully with this tournament we get his re-entry into the game, and so maybe here or maybe future we see a Frank Moran in his prime, really Autobots rollout kind of a prime. I tried to do an Optimus impression there. I don't know if it really worked, but
Autobots rollout.
We got to get the Allspark. Anyway,
someone get me a Pepsi.
Someone get me a Pepsi. Nike, just do it. Anyway. Welcome to the singles tournament breakdown impression hour with these Cinefanatics.
I love that's one of my favorite lines. There's dead hookers in every car trunk.
It's a great selling point for a car.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so you said you're saying James White on that one?
James White for the play-in.
Okay. So then the actual match against Bibiani
for what counts here in the first round against Bibiani. This is another situation, like I said in the play-in match before. Bibiani is, do we have to really say how knowledgeable he is? Look back at the free-for-all that he should have won, where he was up on his feet all the way through the thing. He's held the belt before. We know repeatedly he is a knowledgeable, scary beast.
Yeah.
So I have a hard time betting against Bibiani on this one, no matter how strong a showing from the fan leagues James might have made. I have a really hard time betting against Bibiani against a rookie or someone who's only played a couple matches.
Yeah. So we got Bibiani on that one.
Yep. Well, let me get my text block here.
Yeah, if you want to hurry up and type that, because I don't know what's going on in the mess in that upper right-hand corner.
Oh, yeah.
You might have to explain this one.
I'm going to have to break that one down for you again. This look at fine young tenderoni on there. That's funny to me. Anyways. So, yeah, and then it looks like
Bibiani!
Looks like people got Bibiani here. So this mess in the upper corner. Now, as of right now, we know Roka. We assume that Roka is making the entry into the tournament from what you said. So that's one part of it. The other part of it is Ethan still has to face Dan for the belt. So as of right now, this still could be either Ethan or Roka here.
Mm-hmm.
If Ethan takes the belt from Dan, then Ethan is not in the tournament. He's got the belt. Boom. Which leaves Merle over on the left side.
Which he's probably going to win that as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's Dan. So you got Merle over here on the left side, and then you would have Roka on the right side. In which case, at that point, Sabrina is not in it. And Jen will play. Jen will end up playing Vinnie there. If Dan beats Ethan for the belt, and on this bracket, we're going to, for right now, until this weekend happens, I'm going to go ahead and assume that Dan will retain the belt because it's Dan. Then that would put Ethan right here over on this side, and Jen would be out. Sabrina would be in.
Yeah.
So under those assumptions, I'm going to say that on this right side of the bracket, we've got Ethan, and we will have Sabrina.
Okay. So between Sabrina and Vinnie Mancuso. Vinnie Mancuso, we've actually seen back in studio matches when he played as a part of a team.
Yep.
We haven't
bunch of boys.
Yeah, we haven't seen Sabrina Ramirez officially play. The only thing we've seen her really do so far is play in a Video Chronic La La Land match. Who won that match, by the way? I forget. Anyways.
I did. I won.
Oh, good job. But she showed off some skill. She showed off a lot of movie knowledge, talent in that match.
Yeah.
So she's if the rest of her movie knowledge is just about as good, if not like close to being on par with her La La Land knowledge, she's gonna be a pretty good threat in that. So how does that go up against Vinnie Mancuso, who is a dear old friend of Video Drew? I don't know.
I expect Vinny knows his stuff. I mean, here's the thing. He did have a pretty good showing with the Butcher Boys. I mean, I believe they lost to the Pride. So that's one thing, but he's still someone that I expect some great things out of. Sabrina, on the other hand, if I can bring up that match that I played with her over on Video Drew's channel. In that situation, it was me, Brandon, Hannah, and her. Me and Brandon did study for that match beforehand. She did not. She was 2 points behind us pretty much the entire way through.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Regardless of what movie it is, I mean, if it's, your favorite movie or what have you, that's impressive for anybody. So in that instance, I believe that is a good showing for what we can expect out of Sabrina. And that's just my personal take on it, just because I was in that match and saw it firsthand what was happening. I want to give the edge to Sabrina on that. I do. And that might be personal bias because, we do expect great things out of Vinny. I expect really great things out of Sabrina. I think her conversations with Gucci that led him to wanting to draft her, I think there's something there that he's aware of. I mean, again, he's got champions on his team, so he knows what championship material in the Schmoedown looks like.
Yeah.
So that's technically the play-in. Sabrina versus Vinny is the play-in. So now we have Sabrina, I guess, going up against Ethan Irwin here.
Yeah, and Ethan Irwin's going to win that. If it comes down to that, Ethan Irwin's got it.
Yeah, I mean,
unless Sabrina really does turn out to be just an amazing, just all on fire, like where did this come from type of player, I think Ethan's got it. Because she's still new to the game at the very least.
yeah. For right now, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you. Like I could see Sabrina like I could see Erwin getting like the wrong questions for him, and then Sabrina getting the right ones, and then that's Sabrina winning that match. But I think for right now it's the same as we've been doing every single other play in here. You got to go with the mainstay who's been in it, is experienced, and has a crap ton of knowledge. And until we see that, first of all, huge if Sabrina beats Erwin in the first round. I'm just saying. That'll make a fantastic reaction.
Yeah, that's pretty close to your Stacey Howard versus Mark Riley.
That's quality television right there.
Yeah,
I'd say it's even maybe an even bigger upset in that it's Ethan Erwin and a rookie.
So we're still saying Erwin on this one.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one.
All things assuming how belt shakeups work and everything. Yeah, I'm assuming Erwin on this one.
Moving on to the next one, Paul Preston versus Eric Zipper. I don't know. Eric Zipper has been doing such a good job lately. It's very hard to call that. Normally, I would have thought like Paul Preston might edge him out a little, but Zipper's been doing better.
Zipper's been really improving his game lately, and as we have been known to be dungeon heads here in the past, I almost want to pick Zipper a little bit more than Paul here, but we also got to keep in mind that Paul is somebody who is going to be in that contention, I believe, for best player who's never won a belt here within either by the end of this season or maybe next season if he doesn't actually attain a belt. Paul's a strong competitor, and Zipper has been improving. Zipper's experienced what we call bad luck. I don't know if he can say the same for Paul, because Paul's been doing pretty good. But this is a hard one. This is a really hard one. You got some people down here. Preston beats Zipper, not even a question. I will say Preston. And I think honestly, like as much as Dungeon Heads I want to go here, I think if we look at it, unbiasedly, whatever the word for that is, I'm sure there's an actual word for that.
Cinema bias. That's on Video Drew's channel. Anyway,
nice promo for a show that we're not on.
I do the thumbnails.
Well, that's fun. I do want to stick with I'll give Paul the edge on this one, but let's be honest, this one really could go either way. We just got to pick somebody. I would edge out maybe Paul Preston, but just barely.
Why would
here we go.
Preston.
This is going to make Tyler in our chat very unhappy, but
by the way I just said Preston, I said it Preston.
Preston.
If anyone just from that one little bit could tell me what movie that's from, I don't know. I'll do something.
I don't know, but I wanted to go with no one powder kegs like Preston. No. Anyway, moving on from that stupid joke.
But yeah, if anyone with that specific accent, Preston. Someone tell me what movie that's from, because I just watched it and it's not on my Letterboxd as I just watched it. So next one, while we wait for a response, we got Jader versus Jim Vivida. Here's the thing. Jader came in hot.
Yeah.
Jader comes in on fire. Jim Vivida has been in the movie critic analyzing industry years. For a whole lot of years.
For some time. For the longest time. Anyway. This is going to be one of those where, I've said it before, I'm going to probably say it again a few times on the rest of this here, is there's what the heart wants and what the brain thinks is going to happen. Yeah. Obviously, for fans everywhere, we want to see Jader win this.
Yep.
We want to see Jader go the distance. I want Jader to be proven to be the next Dan Murrell, as Christian was talking about when he started the whole golden ticket deal in Orlando. Jader had a really great showing on his first match. I think there's more of a knowledge base in Vivida, though. And I think that's what's going to end up possibly winning the match. There is a chance that Jader outgames him and can possibly out-strategize him after, knowing the Schmoedown, after seeing it for a while. But I think knowledge base is going to win this one, and I think it's going to end up being Vivida on this.
Yeah. That's what I would go with, too. I'm going over what I think is going to be the actual knowledge versus how many times you've played. But this is still hard. The more and more I think about it, the more I want to
I want Jader to win that, though. Let's be honest. Yeah. I want Jader to win that.
Yeah, that's what I think. Next one, Tim Franco versus Tom. This is one of those I really Tim Franco is an amazing human being.
Tim Franco, friend of the show, has done a watch along with us on our Patreon.
He did a watch along of The Stuff, which if y'all haven't seen The Stuff, you need to watch it. It is so bad, it's good.
God,
I would say it's actually more watchable than The Room, the Tommy Wiseau, because it actually does have a story and it is watchable. It's just a bad movie. It's the very definition of a B movie.
The Room is a classic, though.
The Room is a classic for a completely different reason.
So on this part of the bracket, we have The Stuff versus The Room. Yeah. Who do we have going through on the next round? The Stuff or The Room? Anyway,
I'm gonna have to say Tom has probably got the edge on this.
Tom is a, not to take away from Bibiani's nickname, but Tom is a beast. Tom has really shown a lot of strength in his team matches before with Drew, and he showed a lot of strength in his match with Preston, with that team with what's their names?
Preston. You're talking about Tom and Paul.
Tom and Paul, Paul and Tom,
or is it Paul and Tom? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, those two guys. Anyway.
That's the thing. That's the only hiccup that would make me second guess this, is the fact that they had a loss together as a team. But otherwise, I feel like Tom is probably one of those that's unstoppable.
And the other thing you got to think about there is that Tim has played singles already by himself, obviously, because that's what singles is. Tom has only played team matches so far. Yeah. And so how does that change up his game if he's coming into the singles? So
I'll go ahead and say it. Tom is one of those that I would want to see just go straight to Dan Murrell just to see how that outcome would happen.
Oh, that'd be a fun match. But I believe the winner's their name's gonna start with a T and end with an M.
Don't forget to use all caps.
Yes. Yeah, I think we're gonna go
Tom
on this one.
Anyways. Next one, Kalinowski versus Perry Nemiroff. Here's the thing. We know what Mike Kalinowski knows, but I have been told multiple times not to discount Perry and her knowledge.
Nope.
Perry has been in, also kind of like Jim Vivida, has been in the movie critic analyzing business for so long. We pretty much see her in front of every movie that we go to in a movie theater, because she's always doing like those like pre-show things along with what's her face from AfterBuzz, Maria Menounos.
Oh, Maria, do you just what's her face, Maria Menounos?
I haven't slipped the mind there.
We've met her. How dare you?
Yes. Sorry, Maria. She's not watching this.
Yeah, she's not.
Anyways, it's between Perry and Maria Menounos that we see at the front of the movie theater. Back when we could see movies in a theater was that big, huge wall where they projected a movie on, and we sat in a nice, comfy seat. And anyways, I don't know. Mike's he's a fountain of knowledge, but Perry.
So singles is the I believe the weakest division for Mike, which is not to say that anything because Mike is a really strong competitor. He knows everything. So it's a hard one because if Perry comes in and she's trained up and firing on all cylinders, and you get we're talking about management here. She's got Coy backing her. Coy is making sure that everybody he's managing is trained up and ready to go, including Kevin Smith. You gotta throw that one in there.
Oh yeah.
It could be a really good game. It could be a really good match here. I think you got to get the edge on Mike just based on past performances. I know Mike has been a stronger competitor in the past than Perry. Not Jurassic Park exhibitions, notwithstanding, however you word that. Yeah, I think you got to go. You got to go KO on this one.
Yeah. So
I'm typing somewhere.
Yeah.
Where am I typing? There we go. All right.
Key.
Killer KO.
Killer KO. Whatever multiple nicknames he has. Multiple nickname Mike Kalinowski. He actually could play multiple man. He looks like he would be a good JB Maddox. Multiple man. Did you call him Pudding? Why is he Pudding?
What? You don't remember? Pudding Cup?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Anyway, that's just some fun. We're just having some fun here.
Well, this next one, I kind of don't want to have an opinion on this. Mark Riley versus Video Drew. By the way, Video Drew should be one word, all capitalized, no hyphens.
She's gotten onto my case for saying that Riley was gonna take this one back when I was doing point of view. She was angry at me.
Yeah. So here's the thing to keep in mind. We just said that Maria Menounos is not watching this. Video Drew could be watching this. She will remember.
Yeah. She will. But here's the thing. Again, Schmoedown, anything can happen. Anything.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people are looking at this, hoping to see another Mark Riley versus Stacy.
That'd be really interesting. I'm just saying, if Video Drew gets another shot in this tournament, that'd be really interesting.
That would be amazing, I would say, reaction-wise, because that was a good reaction. In fact, I think the reaction to that is one of the clips that's in our intro. Just because we were completely that was almost as good as the Andrew Guy versus Dan Murrell.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the bar. The bar is set at Andrew Guy versus Dan Murrell as far as reactions.
Hush, Garth. You hush.
Yeah. So I
would like to see Video Drew win.
Video Drew so bad. Skill wise, I still have to edge out maybe Riley. I mean, he's got a freaking award named after him on this for a very good reason. He's been playing this for years as well. But
he's held the belt a few times.
Here's the thing I'm saying. If we were sitting here still trying to decide before we had seen the Mark Riley versus Stacey Howard match, I'd probably still vote Mark Riley. So this is another one of those just completely based off of what we think the competitors know. I'd say Mark Riley.
And Video Drew does know a lot. She is very knowledgeable. She knows a ton. Riley has been someone though who's held the belt a few times up against the likes of, say, people like Roka and Dan.
Yeah.
And not just like in the first go around where it was just a bunch of friends having fun doing trivia. He's done so when the competition has gotten more fierce. So it's not that he's just old guard only. He can compete and keep up with all the new kids on the block here. So I would still edge out Riley on this one.
Yeah.
But again, there's always room in the Schmoedown for an upset, and one here would be glorious.
If Video Drew wins this,
Video Drew upsets, it would be glorious. So we changed the Odie Award to the Video Drew Award.
The Video Drew Award. That's awesome. Jeff Snyder versus Robert Montano. Oh,
It hurts. It hurts.
I don't want to do YouTube anymore. I don't want to be a YouTuber. I don't want to have opinions. I don't want to be recording. I don't want people to see this.
I'm done.
I'm just gonna,
Okay, well, so on this one, I think you got to think about where Snyder has been as far as a competitor goes. He is a very strong competitor.
He's a very good competitor.
Yeah, he knows a lot. He knows what he's doing. I mean, we've seen how many defenses the Patriots had with the title, the team's titles. You've seen him compete for the singles title before.
Team title.
Yeah, so I mean, Snyder is somebody who knows what he's doing in this game. He's constantly called one of the dirtiest players in the game. I know Christian even just said that earlier today on SDN Live. Montano, though, is somebody who has not been given enough credit for how much he knows. He's somebody whose record, I guess, at least in just teams at this point, does not stack up with how knowledgeable of an individual he actually is.
But his name's Robert.
And this gag notwithstanding, I would have it remains to be seen how Montano is going to play in singles. Possibly to somebody who's been in singles longer, has had more matches. But again, this is another one where I can see a serious upset here. You know what?
I'm ashamed. I'm just so ashamed of you.
You know what? I think we go with the upset here. I think we go upset here.
You think Robert Montano has this over Snyder?
I think it's going to be an upset here. I honestly do.
Here's the thing, like, you're going against pretty much all the logic that we have said throughout this entire video that we've been doing so far. You're going against that one.
This is one of those moments where you break away from the logic, though, and you say this is going to be someone's time to shine, and they're just gonna pull through there. And I think I got to go upset on this one. There's got to be an upset somewhere on this bracket, right? You got to include one somewhere. I guess, I mean, you could technically do that with Video Drew and Riley also, but I want to see Snyder upset also.
I mean,
no real reason.
Other than sharing a same first name, Montano has proven multiple times he's got the knowledge.
Yeah,
he's got the ability to play like these higher, heavier names and win. Let's not forget that Late to the Party did beat Critically Acclaimed. I feel like he might have the ability to take out Jeff Snyder.
Let's have some fun with this.
It's going to be an upset. Let's
go upset on this one just for funsies. Let's see what happens. I know we could.
Yeah. Anyways, there's that craziness down there at the bottom.
The craziness at the bottom. Yeah.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him.
Not incorrect. Yeah, so craziness at the bottom here.
Trivia Schmoedown bracket talk on ESPN 8, the Ocho.
ESPN 8, the Ocho.
No, so Trivia Schmoedown's at least good enough for ESPN 7. 7 for those non-Spanish.
Yeah, so on this bottom one here, just kidding. I come back.
After all that gag, and you're just going to do it willy-nilly like that? Just, okay.
I do a lot of things willy-nilly. Anyway, we're not going to talk about those, though.
You didn't have to say that on public. Anyway.
So on this one, we've got the play-in is going to be Marisol McKee versus Bonnie Somerville. Now, we've seen Bonnie.
Can I just jump straight to something real quick here at the beginning of this conversation? Because I've seen this plastered everywhere. So I just want to make it real quick. Marisol McKee beats Bonnie. Paul Oyama beats Somerville. Done. That's what everybody is saying. Anyways, you were saying.
This won't drag now. This is really ruining what I'm doing here. Okay, there you go.
I hate when things won't drag.
Yeah. Anyway,
I put on a wig. It still won't drag.
it's true. I do believe that Marisol is going to beat Bonnie because Marisol's from the fan leagues. She is experienced in this form of, movie trivia, whatnot. This virtual setting. She knows what she's doing here, and I think she's in the Schmoedown now for a reason, and I know Bonnie is also, and I know Bonnie has been studying, as per what Christian has been saying. I believe Marisol is going to edge her out on this one, though, and that's going based off of Marisol's record in fan leagues and Bonnie's record in the actual Schmoedown.
Here's the thing I want to point out that I would love to see. The only major reason I really want to see Bonnie pull a win on there is because Marisol is with corruption.
Yeah, it's true.
Because that would be hilarious. Could you imagine how much fun they're going to have with that one?
And Bonnie's with the Droogs, and we don't have a problem with the Droogs anymore. So that storyline's kind of dead in the water. Anyway.
I was going to say, if we say we have a problem with the Droogs, everyone's going to start thinking we're having a problem with the Droogs because of the Twitter thing, and it's actually a part of a storyline thing last summer
that we were playing with, not the actual Schmoedown we were playing with. We were playing with it.
Yeah,
it's no longer a thing. No worries. Yeah, I mean, Oyama's been a champ, so I think you got to give the edge to Oyama on this one. In total. Plus, he's also come from the fan leagues. He knows what this is like too. So it's going to be another fan league versus fan league match here.
Yep.
You know what?
You having second thoughts about that one? No.
I've been convinced. You feel convinced?
I'm okay with that.
Double upset here. We got Video Drew and Montano. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Let's have some fun.
So you want to go through like these semi-finals?
No.
You don't want to go through that?
No, I think for now this is our bracket as it stands for the first round. I mean, we could try to guess who we think's going to win the whole thing. I don't know if I want to say who's going to win, or if we should just ask someone else instead who's going to win.
So yeah, that's actually a good idea. So you don't know if you want to call who's going to win. Hey, what was it? Andres, do you know who's going to win? Stop it.
Yeah, it's going to be me, man.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what we thought. Anyway,
dude. No, I'm just going to take this down all the way down to the hill, man. It's going to be me.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Anyways, nice seeing you, buddy. We'll see you again tomorrow night right here on this channel. See you later, dude.
Thanks, man.
See you guys later.
Anyways, yes, tomorrow night we will be doing the what was supposed to be happening tonight has been pushed back to tomorrow night. So we will be doing our Schmoedown replay with Andres. He will be here on this show breaking down his very match with us. We'll be watching, we'll be reacting, we'll be getting his thoughts, feelings, opinions of how this match was going. Any insight he has to add to this, that will be tomorrow night. Now, here's the thing about this. Tomorrow night is Tuesday night. It happens to be the same night as the tagline. That is the show where the tagline is the title. That is typically every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Central Time. Starting tomorrow throughout this tournament, it will be tagline will be at 9 p.m. Central Time. So we're going 30 minutes early. It's also only going to be lasting an hour. So keep in mind, it's going to be a very short, condensed tagline starting tomorrow night. We will be doing the Schmoedown replay with Andres is going to be tomorrow night at 10:30 Central Time. That will be at 8:30 Pacific and 11:30 Eastern, if my knowledge of time zones is correct, which I believe it is because it never is wrong. That's when this show is going to be airing. So mark your calendars. Tell Siri. In fact, here, hey Siri, set a reminder. Oh no, not my Siri. I already know. Thank you. I forget that everything I own is Apple.
That's weird. I have headphones on, and you triggered my Siri.
Set a reminder for tomorrow at 9:30 or at 9 p.m. to watch the tagline on the Cinefanatics channel. Anyways, so yeah, that's that quick little plug when we.
Yep, 9 o'clock tomorrow for tag
plugs.
9 o'clock tomorrow for tagline. 10:30 for Schmoedown replay. All Central Time, obviously. Anyway. Yeah, that's so this is it. This is it, guys. This is our first round on the bracket. Good Lord, Barbarian versus Bibbs. I just looked at that.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. This is going to be some fun to sit down and try to figure out. If the bracket turns out to be exactly like this is going to be fun coming back after a month and a half or so when all these play out and trying to figure out, say, the rest of the bracket, so to speak.
Look, there's going to be areas where we're just wrong. We'll see. I mean, Andres there could power through and take out Roka. So, and I'm saying that because he's still backstage.
Oh yeah, he's still watching us. Yeah, he's shaking his fist like he's going to conquer the world. And you know what? We believe in you, sir.
Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up here. We want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. This is a quick hour, man. That hour blew by real quickly. But we're gonna wrap this one up. Anything else that we need to talk about? Anything we need to plug?
Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We are at Cinefanatics MLP. You can also, I don't know where it went, but you can also follow us individually at these down here, Robert Adams MLP. There's also Chris Adams MLP over there. That's our Twitter and Instagrams as well. Make sure you follow us because we're posting things, and it's nice that people see things when we post things. We've got our reaction to the Schmoedown throwdown of Roka versus Irwin. That will be up probably within a couple of days. I'm kind of thinking we might do a premiere on that. Possibly Wednesday, I believe, is the goal I'm shooting for as far as editing goes. And we are about to put up, I believe, the teams match. We're doing it 2 separate videos. So we got the teams match with Alex Mack with Alex Mack on that one. That should be up probably tonight. All I got to do is really stick a thumbnail on there.
We're just going to upload it. We're not really premiering that one.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to premiere that one, but we'll go ahead and stick it up. So make sure you check that out. And then the one with Ethan Irwin versus John Roka with Alex Mack and a special guest appearance by John Roka at the very end. That was a fantastic reaction. I loved getting his thoughts because it was pretty much his immediate thoughts right after the match ended.
Gave us some fresh insight, right? Yeah, he had some food, he watched a show, and then he jumped on our stream.
He's talked about the match since, but this is the video that has his actual immediate response. So this is going to be fantastic. It was a lot of fun with that one. And then I believe we've got the reaction from Chandru versus Kevin Smets with Chance Ellison. Is going to probably be, I'm going to try to have that up this weekend because I know that match is going to be live on YouTube. Unfortunately, we do not have a reaction to the teams match on that Schmoedown throwdown because of the YouTube error that everyone was encountering.
And we know it's available. We know it's available now, but at this point, the reaction would not be authentic because we know who won that. Yeah. And we're just going to end up watching it, honestly. We're not going to be able to, we don't have time to really do a whole stream or pre-record or anything over that. So we're going to lose the reaction on the teams match there due to YouTube's glitchiness, unfortunately. But the Inner Geekdom title match, that one is coming soon as it drops for roughly around when it drops for everybody. We'll determine an actual time. But yeah, that's going to be great because we do have,
yes, there is a reaction on Smets versus Chandler that will be this weekend with Chance Ellison, which, again, keep in mind, whoever wins this match.
Okay, yep. That's it. Yeah, it's Chance the Cobra Ellison is joining us on that one, and he's got some choice words. I know we put out a clip that some people have seen, but he's got some choice words for the winner of that match. So
Wait. Some people haven't seen that?
Some people haven't seen it, believe it or not. Some people haven't seen
Chance's immediate reaction and response to the winner of that match. How have people not seen that? That's gold.
I guess some people just count him because he's part of corruption or something. I don't know, but anyway,
Schmoedown. It's on the Schmoedown YouTube channel, and it's also on the Cinefanatics Twitter. Go check that out if you want to see a sneak peek of Chance's thoughts on the winner of that. Spoilers in that one though.
Yeah.
So
anyway, that's all the fun stuff we got coming down the pipe. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. This has been a Schmoedown replay.
Thank you in the chat for watching, for participating. This has been a lot of fun. It was great having y'all there. Also, big shout out to Andres, who, again, we'll have on here tomorrow night. But thank you for participating in this little bit of fun tonight. So, yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. We will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. And see ya.
See ya.